guys, it's Jen. Welcome back. I am thrifting today on the hunt for Halloween. I have my daughter here with me. And we're heading into St. Vincent de Paul thrift shop. So let's take a look at what they've got. So we found this wooden pineapple thing, this accordion thing, and we're trying to figure out what in the world would somebody use this for. I really liked this pedestal. I thought I could use it for Halloween if I painted it black or maybe used rub and buff on it, but they wanted $10 for it. While we're going through the store, see if you can guess what my theme is going to be this year for Halloween. Based on things you see me picking up and putting in my cart or things that I'm looking at, let me know in the comments below if you can guess what it's going to be. So we got distracted by the earrings. They actually had a really nice selection at this thrift store. Hey guys, we're back from thrifting and we got some really good finds. So I'm sort of thinking I want to go with like a vintage or almost like a gothic Victorian look. But this year I want to use actual items that maybe would have been used back in the day for my Halloween decor more than things that are specifically produced for Halloween. And so when I'm thinking about my tablescape or my my kind of Halloween vibe in my house, I'm kind of thinking like a Victorian elegant gothic haunted mansion style look. If I can find some pictures, I'll go ahead and add them so that you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. But I did this last year kind of in a small way. I made like a Victorian vintage witch's lair. I'm not exactly sure what you would call it, but my entire entry kind of looked like a witch apothecary, but it was filled with items that maybe would be used rather than just specifically Halloween things. So I'm really excited to show you what we found at the thrift store. So let's take a look at what we've got. The first item that I got was this really gorgeous silver platter. This was $5.99, and that's a little bit more than I really wanted to spend, but I loved the detailing on it and I thought it was super pretty. And it does have some tarnishing on it that I think is just great. Let me get this tape off of here. This is ridiculous. Okay, so the tape is off and it does have some tarnishing on it, which I think is so pretty. And I feel like if you were to walk into a haunted mansion today, you would see silver that maybe has been left and tarnished, and I think this is going to be great for the Halloween vibe. Now, I also, along that line, I'm thinking candelabras, right? So I wanted to find candelabras that have that look. This is brass. It's not really old looking. The crimped metal kind of looks more modern, or I don't know, maybe vintage, like 1970s, 1980s look. But this was only $2.99. So I think I can do something with this. I might even see if I can find some sort of a candlestick to go underneath where I can make it more substantial and hold it as I greet my guests at the door. So I think that would be super cool to have. And then, speaking of vintage looking old candle items, I did find this snuffer. I don't know, is this called a snuffer? Candle snuffer? Yes. And this is brass. This is super pretty and it's very ornate. It does have like a Victorian vibe on it. So I think this will work just fine. I'm not sure where this is gonna go, but it's super pretty and I think it worked great for the vibe. And then I also have these. Now these were $1.50 each, and they are also brass candlesticks. And I have 2 of them. And the neat thing about these is that the opening here, I don't know if you can see this, but the top of the opening is more wide. So you can fit a votive in here, or if you have a taper candle, that will fit inside as well. So I think these are pretty neat. And I might end up using these year round because I really like the brass and the tarnished color on them. So this is kind of fun too. And I know you saw in the video clip, but I did pick up 6 of these silver goblets. I think I paid, let's see, $4 for 6 of them. I don't actually know if they're really silver, but I think they will do. I could just picture, like, I don't know, Dracula drinking out of these or something super gothic and scary, and but also kind of elegant and beautiful. I think candlelight, especially if the lights are down, will look really beautiful bouncing off of these. So I did get 6 of these. And on that same line, I picked up a silver creamer. This one was $1. I don't think this is real. These are super lightweight. So I think these are just kind of mass produced, but they do have the look on them. And this one was also $1. And this is the creamer. And then the other one was for sugar. But I think they'll look nice on the table. And let's see here. Now I picked these up. I got these home. I have 2 of these. My daughter convinced me to get them, and I do agree with her. Okay, so I picked these up. My daughter convinced me to get these. I do agree with her that these have that sort of gothic, elegant Victorian look. But they were $5 for 2 of them, which is not a bad price, and they do have the mirror at the top. So, you know, they definitely will fit the bill for what I'm going for. But what I told her was I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use these because I have to mount these on the wall. I mean, I know I could use command strips or something. I know I'll find a place for them, and I'll be glad I have them once I get them up. But when I was in the store and I saw my cart full, I don't know, do you guys, as you're finishing up your shopping, do you start putting things back? I do this all the time because I'm like, oh, I'm spending too much, I have to put things back. And then I get to the register and it's like everything is so cheap that it's fine. But so I know I'll find a place for those. Now, when you're talking about Victorian or Gothic or haunted house, you want to try to find items like these. This is just a silver platter. Again, this is not real. It's just mass produced, super thin, but it does look Victorian. It does look like the Haunted Mansion would have this, you know, serving pedophores or something, you know, super elegant. So I got 2 of these. These were $1.98 for both of them. So I picked up these. These actually are silver. They're from the International Silver Company, but look at the detailing on that. They're so pretty. I got 2 of these for $3.99 total. So they were $2 each, just about. And they do have like that tarnished sort of old look to them. So I think these are going to be great on the table. I really like this one. This one almost has a gold tint to it, which is going to help me tie in the brass and pewter, silver, I don't know, the 2 different metals together. And I'm always on the lookout, and you saw us looking in the frames in the earlier clip. I'm always on the lookout for old Victorian style picture frames because I love to print old creepy photos, or even just find them at thrift stores, old photos from back in the day, the black and white ones where everybody is super sort of solemn looking, and I like to put them in these as if they are relatives. So this one was only $1.18, and this one's pretty heavy. I thought this would be perfect with the ornate detailing on it. And then I thought maybe this would work. I'm not exactly sure. It kind of looks modern, but this is just a timekeeper, like an hourglass. It was $1.18 at Goodwill. Originally, it was from Target, and I actually remember seeing this in the store, but I don't know, this is kind of modern looking, so I don't know if this is gonna fit in, but if I can picture like a witch cooking up her brew, you know, in her cauldron, I feel like this would be a great way for her to, you know, time it and make sure she adds things in at the right time. I don't know. This might be silly, but it was only $1.18, and I feel like I can work this in. And then when you're talking about a witch is an apothecary, and I do have some of these already, but I think of like filling these with moss. These were $2.98 each. I got 2 matching ones, but filling these with like spooky moss and maybe some bones or skulls or something kind of funny to kind of, well, I guess it's not funny, but something kind of spooky to make it look like, you know, she's collecting things for her cauldron brew. So I got 2 of those. And then I also picked this one up. This one has the man on the moon thing. I don't think it's gonna, yeah, this one has the man on the moon on the cork, and this one was $1.98 at Goodwill. This one's pretty heavy, but I think this one will look great. Maybe if I put some water and some food coloring, if I do maybe red and make it look like blood or something. I don't know. That would be super cool. And then I always love to find the old vintage books. I think last year, or maybe the year before, I thrifted the coolest old vintage anatomy book. And last year I had it out. If I can find any footage from last year's entryway, I'll show you what I mean. But I kind of opened it to a page that looked like it was detailing the bones of the jaw, and it kind of looked like almost like a Frankenstein's manual. So I thought that was pretty cool. But this one is just David Copperfield old Doubleday book, and this one is not really Halloween, but David Copperfield magic, you know, I just thought that was kind of neat. But this one, I'm really excited about having this one because I'm gonna read these also, but just classic horror stories. These are a whole bunch of like great old stories. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Dracula by Bram Stoker. Love that one. I love that movie, actually. I think actually that's a lot of the vibe I'm going for, is if you ever watch that movie Dracula by Bram Stoker, it's got a Victorian elegance to it that is just so gorgeous. So I'm trying to go with that, but this is a fun one to have. Now this is definitely not Victorian Gothic elegant or anything, but it was $1.18, so I just picked this up because you never know when you need a little serving tray or something like that. So I might just put my, I don't know, coffee spoons in here or something, but it was only $1.18. So anyway, that is what I picked up this time around, and I'm excited to pull everything down from the shed and take a look at what I've got from last year. I was trying to find footage from last year so I could kind of, you know, find what I have so I can mesh this stuff together, but I cannot wait for Halloween. I'm so excited. I've been really enjoying my fall decorations. If you haven't seen any of my fall decorate with me videos, I'll link them below because there's some really good ones. I love my kitchen. I love my tablescape. Oh my gosh, it came out so beautiful. And I'm kind of looking to Halloween now, and I think maybe a lot of you guys are too, which is why you clicked on this video. So I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a great week. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Take care and happy Halloween hunting. Bye-bye.
Here we go. Spinning. It's not going as fast as I thought it was going to.